Okay. Hey there, amigos. Teal here. So I'm inside of a 2010 Ford Explorer, and I'm here looking at. There is a code for something about calibration on the steering. The steering column has been replaced, and from what I understand, the shop here, they can't calibrate it, and I don't even know if I can. But the story is that the owner of the vehicle is another shop. It's a auto body shop, and they're trying to fix this vehicle up, and that's one of my customers as well. And that customer called me last night to see if I could do it. I don't know. I said I'll give it a try. I mean, worst case scenario, no charge. Just look and see if it's something I can do. So I do see the column all part. The shifter parts are off over here. I don't know, but the vehicle was in an accident apparently, and just trying to get it back up so he can drive it as a personal vehicle apparently. So I'm going to look at the codes and see what we have. Right now we have one in the ABS and one in the PCM, and according to the shop here, apparently it goes right into it. The brakes start acting all weird, and let me see if I can see what that code is now that it's done scanning. It was a 12. Okay, there's a P1000, so they probably cleared it. And C1278, steering wheel angle 1 and 2 signal fault. So apparently replacing the column didn't work, and this code supposedly keeps coming back. So what I'm guessing, if it was an accident and they replaced everything, maybe one of the wiring harnesses were pinched and we're losing signal here or something, because it says signal fault. So let me get a wiring diagram and look and see if I have any freeze frame on this, and I'll be back. All right, this is interesting. So this code is set when calculated steering wheel angle is greater than 15 degrees while the steering wheel is straight ahead position. This GTC may be caused by misalignment of steering system, insecurely mounted sensor, or excessive wear in the steering system. So that's what we have right now, and then I'll go in and look at the live data, so and get a wiring diagram, see what all we have. But that's all I know at this point. All right, everything looks good right at the moment, and with the steering wheel dead ahead showing 0, I'm going to turn it to the right a little bit, and down here you see it coming up. So then go back, go to the left, goes negative. All right, let me do it full left lock and see what I get. All right, full left lock is 675. Full right lock is 672. Sounds acceptable. 673.5. There you go. All right, that looks normal. All right, where to go from here? All right, I'm getting ready to take it for a test drive. When I first scanned the vehicle when I got here, it had that C1278, I guess it was, and it was in there then. I didn't clear it, but there was a tech line tip that said that before extensive testing, put the shroud back on it, because the sensor, which is right behind that shop rack there, it takes light in and it interferes with that sensor. The live data on the steering wheel angle was reading fine with centered wheel and all. So I looked all through the car to see if I could find the shroud. I couldn't, so I'm using shop rags, and now I'm going to just go ahead and start driving, because the light, actually the code went away and the light isn't on. So the shop owner here says you'll know it right away as soon as you start driving. it'll come back on. It'll start screaming and beeping at you and shit. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna do the loop around. All right. Now, that would be a real good testament to making sure you read the tech line tips and stuff, if this works. So we'll see. Trying to get out in traffic. Hold on. Okay. Now, I just want to be able to catch it on video if it does act up. That would be awesome if the shop rags fixed it. But they said it happens right away. So we're gonna see. Right now, so far, so good. Then I guess I could go back, if it does work, and remove the shop rags. See what happens. So far, so good. And they said it happens right away, so as soon as you start driving. All right, amigos, because I didn't get a picture of the sensor in the car, here's the column and exploitive view. Here's the surround that was supposed to be in the vehicle but wasn't, that I substituted shop rags for. The sensor is right here, exploitive view of it, and that's what was getting the light. So here is the hotline article that I ran across, and it said, before extensive testing, reinstall the steering column surround and retest for the concern. The SWA sensor is an infrared optical sensor. If sunlight gets into the sensor gap, it can interfere with the normal signal that the sensor produces and think the steering wheel is being turned at a high rate of speed, activating the roll stability control portion of the traction control. So a shout out to this Terry Clinton, for without this hotline article, I probably would have never found it. So the actual owner of it didn't even think about the shroud. It wasn't in the car, and that never crossed their mind. Wouldn't have never crossed my mind. So until the next one, amigos, I'm out.